I'm thinking like a stuffed moose or something to keep with the Canadian tradition.
Definitely, that would be a great idea. Maybe I'm gonna buy one this afternoon and bring it to the field. Yeah.
Welcome to Double Major, the newest Canadian college football show. I'm your host, Alex McComb. My guest today was not only a dual sport athlete at Concordia University in both hockey and flag football, but she is currently also a leader on Team Canada's women's flag football team. Caroline Moquin-Joubert is with me today. Caroline, thanks for taking the time to be on the show.
Thank you very much for inviting me. As I said earlier, like the opportunity that we get for flag football like this, it's super important for us. So thank you very much for the invite.
Yeah, the pleasure's all mine. So, first of all, you were the captain on the hockey team and an offensive leader in that Concordia flag football aerial attack. When you were growing up, was hockey the main focus, or did you play football before Concordia as well?
Yeah, so like at a young age, obviously hockey was my main sport. Um, But flag football was always in my journey. So I began playing at like 12 years old, I think, so in high school. And I played both sport in high school and in CEGEP. And unfortunately, when I went up at university level, flag football was not in yet. So like I went for hockey. I was recruited by Julie and Caroline Ouellette for the Stingers. And at my second year, flag football program was running. And it wasn't even like a question. I had to do both, not only for me to be able to play both sports I love, but also for the growth of the sport. I knew that the flag football being at the university level was a huge step for the growth of flag. And obviously I got supported along the way and it happened. So for high school, CEGEP, and university, I was able to play two sports, and that's like, I was really lucky. Yeah.
Your coach, Alexi Labonte, said the program literally started with a lot of soccer and rugby players on the Concordia flag football team. What was the learning curve like for the whole team coming out of the pandemic?
Yeah, so I mean, for flag football, it was my second year of university, so it was like right after COVID, if I'm not mistaken. But in my head, it's far along. But I mean, at first, yeah, we were like there were soccer players, rugby players, and there were a few of us that played CEGEP. So for us, it was like getting the unit together, getting like the flag rules for those that were first year playing, and we did great that first year. And obviously the program just grew so much. Like I didn't think about that perspective recently, but it's crazy how the first year and my last year of flag is just not the same. Like the flag football level, not only in Concordia, but like across the university just went up like crazy. Like it was exponential, the growth of flag at the university level. And obviously growing the flag at the university level helps to grow like the entire chain. So high school, CEGEP, and obviously we're here now looking to LA 2028.
My former football coach at Western, Greg Marshall, would always joke with us and say, school first, football second. If he were talking to you, he'd go, school first, football and hockey second. Did playing two varsity sports or two, sports at Concordia simultaneously while also going to school ever feel like too much? How did you manage that?
It was really hard at times. Obviously, the support system in my house and at home, it was like really important. Obviously, supported by my parents were the game changer. Like being able to play those two sports and still go to school, and yeah, I like that. Like it was definitely what you just said. So yeah, sports first, well second, or yeah, but it was tough. I had some time that I had to take some tough decision, like what was my goal at the moment, and I had to basically communicate to my hockey coaches and my flag football coaches like what was the best for me right now. And I think I managed it pretty well. There was some tough times, like I was doing my hockey practice in the morning, school during the day, and at night flag football practice. And yeah, I was tired. But honestly, it was my like, it was the best experience. Like, being able to perform in two sports and being able to get my bachelor degree also. And it worked at the end, so I guess it was not that bad. It was not that bad schedule, but yeah, it was challenging at times, and obviously I had some decision to make it work. Yeah.
Your story sort of reminds me of Haley Wickenheiser and how she was not only an Olympic hockey legend, but also she was in the 2000 Olympics for softball and was a pro softball player from '94 until those Sydney games. Is that a story you're familiar with or an athlete you resonate with?
Yeah, a bit. Obviously, I was looking in path that I was like more connected to, like Caroline Ouellette, which was I was a huge fan, and also Julie Chu, that was a huge person in my sport career. So obviously, I'm more familiar with those stories, but yeah, definitely heard of that one too.
Between hockey and flag football, you were on 5 different teams that made it to national championship games. 3 in hockey, 2 in football. I've seen dual sport collegiate athletes before, but I've never seen one reach the national finals multiple times in 2 completely different sports. What is it about you, your mentality, your preparation that keeps putting you and your teams in that position?
Well, good question. Huge question. Obviously, I was, again, really lucky. Like, the Stinger family is just something that I will, like, be grateful forever in my life. I think the hockey culture that we created, that Julie Chu, the head coach, created, brought us to the national championship 3 times, 3 times during my study years. And obviously, I tried to, because it was a new program in flag, I tried as much as I could to bring that, like, defined culture in hockey in flag. So because flag is a growing sport, because it's always like new programs, it's always new people getting together and playing the sport, that I tried to take like the team culture that I learned in hockey and put it in flag and adapt it to that sport. So I would say that, but honestly, I was so lucky, like, surrounded by amazing players. Like, in hockey, we had so much talent on the team, and that what gets us to national championship. Like, and also in flag, Sara Parker brought us to those national championship games, and yeah. So a lot of factors that brought us to those 5 national games. Yeah.
You got to Concordia during the pandemic era in 2020. That year gets canceled. In 2021, there were some waivers and, extra eligibility granted to seniors who would have played their final season in 2020 but couldn't because of the canceled season. So you saw a lot of older players come back, which created maybe some unintended consequences for young players like you at the time. Your team would go on to win the national championship coming out of that pandemic year in the spring of 2022. But tell me from your perspective, what happened for that season coming back for young players like you in a very crazy time in the world?
It was an opportunity to learn, like, being able to learn from those players that came back and that were so hungry for that championship game. Like, we had one goal that year, and it was just to, like, win it all. And to see the culture that we had on the team, to see the big roster, and being in a position that is tough, that it's like being in the stand is not easy, but it makes that year, I think, makes me like who I am today. Because, like, it was tough at the moment, but when I look back, it was the year that I learned the most. Like, we were practicing, like, every practice was a game. So I've learned how to work hard. I definitely, like, learned the work ethic it needs to win a national championship that year. Like, it was really the foundation of who I am today. I think it was like the kickoff of my sports career that year. It was like, how do I learn my habits and apply it in the next years? And yeah, it was tough, like in the present moment. But when I look back, it's definitely the kickoff year of my sports career. So I'm forever grateful. And we won that national title. And I think after Christmas that year, was there like a winning streak or something? It's been quite a while, but I think after Christmas we didn't even lose one game, and that was amazing. Like the after Christmas, the glue in the team just stick together, and it was a ship, and no one stopped us, and that was amazing to be a part of. Yeah.
And, a couple years later, tell me about that injury that kept you out of nationals and how that fueled your I'm even more hungry kind of mentality.
Yeah, I mean, I think when, yeah, you sent me the question, and I reflected on that, but I think I've been in every situation. Like, I've been in the stand looking at the team. I've been like on the third line, on power plays, on PKs. I've been injured, and I've been on a leadership position. So I've done it all, I would say. So being injured was really tough. But we won the RSEQ championship that year. It was an amazing game, and that national title was really important for me personally. Even being injured, it wasn't like the team we won. So we all had that gold medal. We all raised the trophy at the end, and it was such a great moment. Like, yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah.
When you were told that you were going to wear the C, when you were going to be captain, your first reaction was, mixed emotions, a little bit of doubt. Walk me through that moment personally.
Definitely a little bit of a big imposter feeling. Like, you don't really realize when you're in it, like being in a leadership position is such like, I was so grateful when I learned that I would be able to be captain of that team, because that team brought me so much. And after the imposter feeling went away, I was able to be in a place where what I learned in all of my years, I was going to learn to the younger players. And that for me was just a good moment to see that my hockey career was completed. I did the full circle. I went from the stand to the leadership position, from winning big games, from losing big games. I feel that my hockey career just really built who I am today. And everything I learned, I'm trying to put it in flag right now. And it really helps me basically it built who I am today, definitely. But yeah, a lot of doubts at first, coming up to this, to the team, having to see it's a huge, it's tough because you don't really know why you have it. It's a weird feeling. And after it was a leadership group also. It's not falling on one person. Everybody's we were 7 on the leadership group that year, and it's not on one person. And those 7 person, it's just, we're a team, and it was amazing to be a part of that team, honestly. Yeah.
I've heard that there is a team Bumblebee called Dabi. Can you tell our listeners what that's about?
The B after the games?
Yeah.
Is it, yeah. I mean, we the player that played the best for the game gets the B. So it's basically after every game we give the B to the player that distinguished herself, and yeah, it's like our little MVP award for the game. Yeah.
And it's like a stuffed bumblebee?
Yeah. It's like a little animal. It's like a little bee.
Nice.
I'm sure they're doing it. It's a tradition, so I'm sure they're doing it this year. Yeah.
Is there something similar you'd like to bring to Team Canada for football to continue maybe a similar tradition? Maybe I'm thinking like a stuffed moose or something to keep with the Canadian tradition.
Definitely, that would be a great idea. I mean, we always review the games after, and we always celebrate those little things and celebrate the players that distinguished themselves. So yeah, definitely a moose would be a great idea. Maybe I'm gonna buy one this afternoon and bring it to the field. Yeah,
nice.
That would be a great idea.
Is there a skill or a strength you developed from hockey that made you a better football player, or vice versa?
Work ethic, like I've said it a couple times, but the character that I built, the work ethic that I built, how to like learn. So during practice, how do I make every rep count? How do I make an impact off the field? Because I learned a lot of like leadership skills that Judy like learned to me, and yeah, definitely all like the work ethic, how to like build a winning culture. Definitely. I'm trying to bring it as much as I can in flag, and I think that's definitely what I learned in hockey. Yeah.
And, diving back into flag football here, your team at Concordia went to the national championship game multiple years, an RSEQ title game. What kind of habits did your team have to build that kind of consistency?
I think we had a big like we had a really tight group. Unity was a big factor in our group. I think we had a lot of like we always say CTC, so control the controllables. We had a lot of like things that could have brought us down, but it didn't. So it made us group like it made the group really tight, and we could yeah we were the unity on our team was a big factor. I think we were always like together, even after tough losses, even after great wins, and yeah, it was really like a program that we built with a lot of embûches, we say in French. Yeah, it was sometimes it was tough, but that would make our team at the Flag Football Concordia team a unity team. Yeah, a united team.
I believe in 2022, when your Concordia hockey teammates showed up to the RSEQ flag football tournament with air horns and signs to cheer you on. How did that make you feel?
That was a great moment. I think like I said at the beginning, there were some tough times and tough decisions to make to be able to play those two sports, and sometimes I had to skip something from another sport to go to the other, and just having the hockey team there, it was really important for me, and I got really emotional at the end of the game because it was something that I never thought I would have be able to do at this stage of my life. At 22 years old, being able to play those two competitive sports and having people that support me from both sports, that was amazing. And I think that's one of the moments I think my coaches saw that in flag something clicked for me. Like in hockey, it was always like working. I was more the grit player, and I think during that game they saw that in flag it was more like it clicked. It was more natural. And when it was announced to being potentially at the Olympics, I think Caro and Judy helped me to build like those habits that I have in flag. So how to be better, how to be a good teammate, how to build a culture. And I think that was also a big turn in my flag football career. Yeah.
You and quarterback Sara Parker were Concordia teammates, and now you're Team Canada teammates. What can you tell me about Sara and how that partnership and chemistry works so well on two different teams?
Yeah, me and Sarah are partner in crimes. I think it's been like I don't know how many years, but she's my QB. She was my QB at university level. She is my QB at like when we play senior games. So when we play in our Montreal league, and she is my QB in Team Canada. And I think our chemistry is just really great. And I don't know, sometimes like I get, oh, like you did this route. How did you knew that like Sarah was throwing the ball there? And I'm like, I don't know. I just knew like it just clicked. And I think me and Sarah is like, I don't know. I just get what she sees on the field. And I think she gets what I see on the field and what my defender is doing in front of me. And we just connect. And I think it's all of those years that she threw the ball at me, and it built a really great chemistry between us. Yeah.
You've described watching flag football grow in Quebec to having varsity status in 3 or 4 years. What's the biggest change you've witnessed so far?
The amount of players that are playing, it's crazy. Like the growth is really exponential. And when I played in high school versus the talent right now and the quality of flag that high school player have, it's unmatched. Like if like the quality of flag in high school and in CJEP and at the university level took huge step every single year, that like every year you need to learn some new stuff. You need to craft your skills. You need to get better because everybody is getting better. The sport is pushing, and like the quality is just better, and the quantity of players that are playing, it's growing like really, really fast. Yeah.
You were named Team Canada captain for the 2025 World Games in Chengdu, China. What was it like walking into that tournament with a similar role you held on the Concordia hockey team months earlier?
Again, a bit of the same process. Like obviously at first you get a bit of the imposter feeling, but mixed with a lot of pride. I was really proud to represent as team captain for Team Canada. And again, like in a small roster, being 12 when you play flag, everybody's a leader, like everybody. So it doesn't revolve on one person. We're such a tight group, and everybody brings their own leadership skills, leadership style. And when someone needs a tap on their shoulder, everybody's there for that player. So it's really amazing to see that like everybody's a leader on our team. And yes, I was named captain. I'm really, really proud of it. And I did like my best to, again, try to what I learned in hockey, bring it in flag and help to build that new program because it's new. So everybody really embarked in like that journey of building a winning culture. And in 1 year, the culture has grew so much. And it's fun to see that like with the new players coming in this year, we already have a culture and everybody bought in like right away. First practice, we have our team goals, we have our habits of excellence, and everybody is embarking like first day, and everybody is buying in, and that's what important. That's what makes our team really tight, and the team is really united. And I feel that we definitely are building and have a winning culture.
Flag football is on the LA 2028 Olympic program. How much does that linger in your mind? How much do you think about that?
I always say one day at a time, obviously. So coming up this summer, so USA gets qualified automatically because they're the host. So if, for example, they arrive in the top two teams, the top three teams will get qualified automatically. So right now, our ultimate goal is to get Canada qualified for the Olympics. So that's what's on our mind right now because it's in the present moment. We're not looking in 2027, 2028. We're looking this year, what can we do to be able to put Canada on the map, qualify Canada to the Olympics, is to get top two. So you remove USA no matter where they're ranking. So it's the top two teams that gets to their ticket to the Olympics. And that's what we're aiming for this summer.
You know, speaking of this summer and, August in Düsseldorf, Germany, last year, I believe Canada rose from 6th to 4th in the world rankings. What does it take to close the gap between your team and then also the US and Mexico?
I think we already closed that gap. I mean, in Chengdu, we arrived third. In Panama, we arrived second. We beat Mexico in the qualifying games in Panama, so we can do it. It's just a matter of bring it to Germany, like one game at a time, and I think the gap is already closed. We just need to show up and do our best, and I think we're aiming for gold. So we're building a winning culture, we're building gold standard, and I'm pretty sure the gap is already closed. We just need to perform, and we're gonna do it.
You know, at Concordia, you were both on the hockey team and the flag football team, and then you also had, I believe, your double major in accounting and human resources. You might as well call it a quadruple major. We might as well call the episode of this show a quadruple major. Do you see, you know, with your degrees or your degree, do you feel you have a future to stay in the sport, in coaching, in admin, or player development?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. Right now, I'm working. I'm studying also to do my CPA, and so right now I'm an athlete full time, and I'm gonna focus on that. And maybe my journey will bring me in a coaching position or staff, as you said, or admin position. But right now, I'm comfortable where I am. I'm an athlete, and I love it. So let's stick to that right now.
You've been described as someone who's not afraid to say what's on your mind. What's something you want the Canadian sports world to know about flag football that it should definitely know now in 2026?
I think our flag football program is really strong. We're building a winning culture, and I can't wait to see our performance in Germany. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm really proud to be a part of that program, and I can't wait to see it happen. Yeah.
Double Major is a podcast about Canadian college football for young Canadian ball players listening right now who want to chase the flag football dream at the collegiate or the international or national level. What's something that you want those young players to hear?
Build your work ethic. Keep working hard. Every practice is important. Every time you put on cleats, it's important. I mean, you're learning every experience you get. Every time you get on cleats, you're learning and you're growing. One day at a time. Don't get too much in the future. It's really one day at a time. And if you're doing the work right now, it's going to pay off in the future. I promise.
It's a great message. Thank you so much, Caroline, for your time today. And I'm excited to see what you have in store for Team Canada this year.
Yeah, follow us this summer, and I think it's going to be great. So thank you very much.